Oh, it happened again. Oh, it happened again. We go out to eat Filipinos and we stay out too late. I don't think we got in till like 2. We were at Mad Monkey for a few drinks and then we went to go to like some rooftop bar they knew about that isn't that well known. Got a lift up in the middle of a car park, sort of in the middle of nowhere, got there and it was closed. So we come back early, which sort of saved us because we've been out too late. I'm a bit rough, I've had my coffee. The weather is looking very nice this morning. Haven't had any breakfast, but we have a driver waiting for us down the stairs to take us up there maybe. We're heading to Tops, so somewhere up here. I'm not sure exactly where it is, but it's meant to have the best views over Cebu. And we're also seeing something that looks like Rome in the Philippines, but we've got to rush as our driver is literally downstairs. Nice messy room. Is he actually outside now?
Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. He's literally waiting for us. And we have made it to the car.
You weren't waiting outside long? No?
Only a couple of minutes. We did run down the stairs, but it's 1,000 pesos for 2 locations for 2 people. It's more if you have more people with you, obviously, and if you're going to more locations. We have chosen the 2 locations, and you get about an hour to an hour and a half to spend at each one, which is actually really good. You don't normally get that long with a group, but this is actually Go to Tops, so you can find them on Facebook, and they will pick you up from the JY Square and take you to Tops and then drop you back. So it's really good all in all.
We've made it to our first stop, Rome, Italy. No, I'm joking. This is ridiculous. It does look like you're in Italy. It's like a 15-minute drive up. Really steep. The views from out here are incredible itself. I'll show you them in a bit. But this is the Temple of Leah. It was don't worry, I've got this online, so it might be wrong. A Filipino actress's grandfather.
Yeah.
He designed it for his wife.
Yep.
I don't know their names, but look
She's
at it.
called Leah.
She's called Leah, obviously, i.e. exactly the Temple of Leah. But this is crazy, like, this is like in the mountains above Cebu. You've got like little towns and villages nearby, and then you've got like, it looks like a Roman palace, cathedral. The architecture is ridiculous. Heading up and in. This place is huge. I think it has 7 stories. There's like an upstairs bit and downstairs bit, but I love like the open ground at the front and then the views that you can see over the back all over Cebu City. It's so pretty. It must be so expensive. There's like chandeliers everywhere, statues. Wow. Behind me
are like original artifacts. I think they're original anyway, but I can see how much dust there is on them. There's loads of stuff that's like embellished in gold, so she was one spoiled lady.
here is the statue of Leah. I didn't actually realise this was built in 2012. I thought it had been here for years, but it took inspiration from the Pantheon in Greece. I don't even know how you say it. Is it Pantheon? I'm not very Greek, but yeah, took inspiration from that. I feel like it's quite Romey, a bit like Rome, a bit like the Colosseum, places like that. It's actually designed to last for 3,000 years, so it's going to be here a long time, and it's already really busy considering it's only been open, it was built 7 years ago. I don't know how long it's been open to the public. Comment below if you know. But yeah, how is this in the mountains above Cebu? When I saw the Temple of Leah, I thought it'd be like a really old sort of temple, but it's a huge Roman-like palace. It makes no sense whatsoever.
We've just come down to the bottom of the palace. It looks like there's a lot of restoration going on. As you can see, there are some like holes in the wall. There are loads of building sites.
I'm not sure about that 3,000 years.
No, I'm not sure about the 3,000 years, but this bit could be older. It does look a lot older. That bit definitely looks a lot cleaner, a lot fresher, and very new. But yeah, if they're restoring this, then maybe it should last another 3,000 years. But it's crazy. The views over the mountain. He actually cut off the top of the mountain to build this here. But good job, you still get a really good view.
Breakfast in front of that view. The view from up here is ridiculous. I don't know how much the land would have cost for them to build this in 2012, but you can sort of see the Ayala area. I just looked for the skyscrapers. I presume it's over there, but I believe Tops has an even better view, and that is where we're heading to next. But before that, I'm on the hunt for a spot to fly my drone. It doesn't say anything about not flying it, but I don't really think they'd allow me to fly it in the middle of the temple itself. So I'm just walking down the hill here. There's lots of hubble drivers, a few little stalls selling fruit, smoothies, but I think I can find the right spot to fly it. We need a flat area that's sort of far enough away from the temple to fly it, but our driver has found the perfect spot where he's parked his car. There's no trees because there's so many trees around this bit, and it's pretty clear. I think we'll be all right here. The temple's just over that way, so hopefully I can go over the top.
Climbing through shrubs to get to the drone site.
Oh wow, yeah.
I got through that tiny little gap. Look at this massive open space, it's perfect. We have made it to Tops. Quite a short drive from the Temple of Leah, but a very steep drive. To get into Temple of Leah, it was 75 pesos each. To get into Tops, it's 100 pesos each. So really good value. But the view, there's like no one here as well. Like you can see there's a few people dotted around, but it's definitely less busy than the Temple of Leah. We have had such good weather today, but the clouds are coming, so it's really good over there. But then over here is so black. Look at that one bit. Just can't believe how there's hardly anyone here. As you can see behind me, all these benches are actually empty. I think it gets a lot busier during sunset because the views over the city are meant to be unreal. I actually didn't even realise, but here, if I can zoom in, there's some like old rice terraces. Look at that.
I mean, I thought from up here you might be able to see the Temple of Leah, but I presume it's much further down, and the car park we were was much further down. But you can see everything up here. I'm walking on the wall. Don't know if I should be walking on the wall, but I am anyway. You know, rebel and all that. But the views, literally, you can see all the way. You can see the planes taking off at Mactan Airport. You can see the bridge heading into Mactan. You can see the Ayala area. I think you can see the IT park. You can see the little islands off it. I don't know what the little islands off it are, but it is incredible. And right now, Molly There's a few people in, like, there's a couple of little like shops selling beers and everything. I'm off the beers for the minute. Incredible, seriously. What a view. Definitely, we picked 2, could have picked 3. There is the Sorrel Garden, but we didn't go there because it's more of like a Instagram spot. It's more like you've got all the spots to take your photos for you already, and we heard it gets really, really busy, so we decided to come to Tops because we just rather a good view. Them views were ridiculous, and I didn't realise Tops, I thought Tops might just be like a spot on the top of the mountain. It was like a perfectly circled like area to chill out in. There's a couple of like small cafes and that, but it began to rain, so we've headed down to Tops restaurant, which is, we've been recommended by a lot of people, and it's so fancy. I didn't realise it was a really fancy restaurant. I feel underdressed, but the prices for a fancy restaurant in this location, it's really cheap. Like, it's cheaper than like most places you go to in town that aren't even, like, not a non-fancy restaurant, if you know what I mean, but you pay for that view. Like, literally, we're sort of on the edge. We can't sit down there because it's raining, but we're literally, Tops viewpoint is there, and the restaurant is just next door to it. I've gone for the pasta. Molly's gone for a dessert because she feels rough because she's had too many beers. We're not even having a beer, that's how rough we feel, but I'm just going to take in these views. They are ridiculous. I mean, who goes for a dessert for lunch? Is it good? It does look really good.
I just didn't fancy a big meal because I've got a headache. So yeah, I didn't fancy a big meal. I just fancy something sweet. I have sweet cravings at the moment.
But I swear you think you've got a headache, not from beer.
Yeah, I've got a headache because I'm dehydrated.
Because of the beer. But this, look, you've got that and enjoying that, and I'm sitting here without my pasta.
It's because yours takes longer to cook than mine.
And here is mine. I've got the truffle pasta in, like, is it a white wine sauce or white wine? Something like that.
It smells amazing.
It looks really nice. That looks really nice. But that looks even better. And we are back in the room. It is a lot later now. Come back and just slept for like 4 hours. Seriously, way too many beers last night. Yeah, never again until the next time. But really, really impressed with that today. Highly recommend booking a driver like we did, like that, because Grab won't go that high up. Most taxis won't take you that high up. You can get to like a certain point and then you have to get a hubble there, and if there's 2 of you, you've got to book 2, and it just becomes all really confusing, especially if you want to book more than one location. The Temple of Leah was like ridiculous. Did not expect it. Looked like you were in ancient Rome, but you were in the mountains behind Cebu City. Made no sense whatsoever. The food was great at Tops Lookout. Tops Lookout, again, very impressive. Didn't expect it to be like a full circle type thing like it was. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, 360.
360, that's it. Molly's doing her makeup. She's ignoring me. But yeah, really, really enjoyed it. We are actually not bringing the camera out tonight. We're filming a very special video. We are going to do one of our nightlife videos. We're going to check out IT Park, some of the food there at the night markets. Obviously, more beer, more Tandawai. But we are moving on tomorrow. We are heading to Mobile. We're very excited. I think we're going to get the bus down early. But you'll be back with us then, so you will see that. So yeah, if you're new to the channel, want to watch vlogs in Mobile and the rest of the Philippines, hit that subscribe, drop us a like,
and keep on dabbling.
Hey.